Before we begin with today's market analysis, I would like to mention our new channel membership options. This is a special introductory offer which will open access to members-only trading strategy videos that are based on high-value, high-conviction investment strategies and are characterized by superior risk-to-reward metrics that target massive, market-beating returns over time. Please note, this is a limited time offering of just $9.99 per month, but members that sign up during this introductory period will be able to lock in this new low rate for the entire duration of the membership. Again, this early sign-up period will allow you to lock in this low introductory membership rate for life, and these new low introductory rates will only be made available for a limited time. Monthly membership prices will be going up after this short introductory period ends. With these comprehensive, members-only trading strategies, I only choose high-quality, high-conviction stocks that are easily accessible, with relatively low share price values that are designed for easy trade positioning, and combined long-term trading gains are expected to far outperform the monthly membership rate of just $9.99 per month. Join now to lock in your low introductory rate and start trading stocks with the pros. Now back to the video. Here we have the daily price chart for Super Microcomputer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. So as we can see here, we've seen a bit of a positive day today, but overall the market is still looking a bit indecisive at these current levels. We can kind of drill in a bit here, and we can see that we've got a bit of a almost a doji candlestick formation here that formed on the daily chart for today. We can see that the price lows posted at 762.19 with price highs posting just above 805. So for the most part, this is a more volatile stock than that. We generally see trading ranges, daily trading ranges that are more broad than this. So it does look at this point that the market is in a bit of a holding pattern, a bit of a period of consolidation, maybe even a period of indecision. Which does suggest that we could see some changes in trading action here going forward. More recently, we have failed. Prices have failed at this uptrend line that we have been watching for quite a while. Now we're starting to see daily closes below this level. We've seen now 3 consecutive daily closes below this trend line. Actually, it could be 4 if you really, if you want to consider this daily trading period as well. So we now have several trading periods here that are trading below this upward sloping trend line. So we do have to officially say that this trend line has run its course and is now unlikely to start supporting stock activity going further. Overall, the trend momentum that is being seen in the relative strength index does continue to show a bearish condition here. As we can see, we're starting to slope downward. And we've been here for quite a while, ever since the stock really reached extreme overbought territory. This would have happened back in the middle of February 2024. So we are seeing some declining trend momentum here, which is not totally surprising given the fact that the trend momentum that preceded this activity was quite forceful in the other direction. We can't just ignore or deny upward price moves that are this dramatic over such a short period of time. So, when we look at the relative strength index reading, we do have to take it with a bit of a grain of salt here because this is the daily chart, and the daily chart is going to take all of this prior price data into consideration when these readings are measured. So, currently, we're seeing just kind of a sideways trading movement for the most part. If we kind of pull out here to the broader perspective, it doesn't look quite as dramatic to the downside. It really just starts to look more like we're kind of consolidating in a sideways range and probably forming new support levels at higher and higher levels. So for anyone that's interested in trading this stock, this really is the question going forward. What is that higher and higher level? If we are kind of developing a support base here, where exactly do we think that it is? So, as we can see previously, we were forming a bit of a consolidation zone much lower. This could even really, you could really even argue that this is below the $300 mark. And as we can see now, even with this quote unquote negative price movement, we are still trading above 780. So, these are massive price differences. We're more than doubling the share price. And then when we see declines like this, it probably feels like it's much more of a negative event. But just pulling out a bit here kind of shows us that, these recent price moves are not as bad as they might seem. So, I do leave up this upward sloping trend line here for a reason. I just think it's important to kind of know where we've been with this stock, um, because it does sort of give us an idea of like how trends are changing and how momentum might be changing here. Overall, if we're looking for support levels to the downside, the first level that I would be watching really comes in at the June 3rd lows, which posted at 741.22. So, we still have a bit of a ways away here. The low from today was 762.19. So we're not quite there yet. And in order for us to kind of test this, this lower level in the 740s, of course, we would have to breach this psychological levels at 750. So that could be a bit of a blow for some people that are watching the stock. But I'm just not seeing much support here in this 750 region. That would be likely to support prices here. There are many people that like to kind of buy near round figures, $100, $200, $500, $1,000. But I tend to stay away from those types of levels unless there's a very convincing argument to be made for that price level being significant in terms of chart analysis. And at the moment, I'm just not really seeing anything here that suggests that the 750 mark would be fairly significant. So, to the downside, if we are going to continue to, kind of lose price momentum here, uh, I would start to look at the 741 level as a possible area to start buying, although I would not be entering into full positions at this point. I would probably do a third of a position or maybe half of a position, probably more like a third, given the fact that this is a highly volatile stock and we can see significant price swings. From there, the next level that I would be watching to the downside comes in at the $700 level. And I would probably be buying more aggressively into that level. I currently I do have a hard time believing that we'll see much of a price decline below there. So I do see this as being a much more favorable entry point for anybody that's looking to start to get long the stock. Overall, to the top side, we have to keep pointing back to this, what was really a false range breakout here. If we kind of drill in here, in prior videos, I pointed this out. But the near-term price high here came in at 963.30, and then this really was this false breakout that occurred within this shorter-term sideways trading range. So this would be the level that I would be watching going forward. If we can see a convincing break above here, then I think that we could start to see some erosion of this broader resistance level that's seen around $1,000. But until then, we're going to probably be drifting sideways to a bit lower here until markets are really able to find their footing. So here's the current market analysis for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI.